I was very stressful, and it's made me stressful. I think that more than a week, and after that I think out the solution, and so far I think that I have good solution, and I don't care any about KPI anymore, and I just need to try my best and learn English, so improve my English. I think that's all I can do. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Actually, he tries to set super high, KPI, so I know it. But you don't care. So of course, at the beginning, of course, it's really annoying, irritating that you feel like that, okay, and you try, and it makes you really frustrated. But, after that, you see that, okay, whatever I do, he always have something to say. Like, okay, just say and say, so just no care. And I think just keep going in the way that you are doing, because I know that you always do your best in what you do, no matter what you do. Because actually, I can see that such a hard-working person, talented, smart. So there are some people we can't change the mind. So just don't care and just do. Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, really.
A good way, teacher.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I'm happy that actually to see you happy. That is really important to me. So, and that is really good. So I hope everything will go well for you. Well, okay. And so I want to give you about your answer. So the beginning of the session, let me give you some phrases, good phrases. So you said that, yeah, actually your boss asked you to do a lot. To do a lot is okay, but you can say that actually your boss accept a ton, okay, from me. A ton from me means a lot of thing to do. So my boss accept, okay, what is this? A ton of, okay, from me, that is, let me put it here and change the color because I can't see what I'm typing. Okay, let me put your picture here to see what I'm typing. Okay, here is better. Well, yeah, my boss expect a ton from me, that is, a lot of things to do. And of course, he sets super high task, for example, or for example, yeah, KIPs. Of course, you said KIPs, and I want so super high. It means really challenging. And of course, so you've decided to do your best. That is really good. Not stress too much. Not a stretch. It's not really good to stress. And actually, as you said, there are lots of people in the same condition, so no worries. And you shouldn't actually stress too much when doing something actually, and hitting every target. So you have so you want to hit the target and you stress. So I say not stress too much, okay, about hitting every target. So whatever happens and you need to do some things, no, just no stress. Yeah, take it easy. Well, okay, because actually you are doing your best. And okay, let's see what we have today. This one. Okay, actually today we're going to talk about networking. But what is the meaning of network? Because normally when we say network, okay, do you have any idea about the meaning of networking? Do you have any idea?
Yes, teacher. I heard this word sometimes, and I think it's a very nice word and meaningful, have a lot of meaning, because and it worked to us because networking help us a lot. For example, when I need to find new client, if I have a large networking, of customer database, so I can easily email or call to them to introduce about the product of my company. And beside networking of client, I also have a networking of friend. For example, it's also important because my friend, when I when I want to share social information, and sometimes I want to have an advice, or not an advice, but we want to check some many times if there are any matter, and we don't know if our situation is common or not, and what we should do with our situation. So we need to check others information. We need to know the other information, so we can give a good decision. Yes, and another networking event is also very important for me. An investor in an apartment. In apartment is a client networking. Yes. So whenever I have a database, and whenever I have a good apartment with good price, and I want to sell, I just send the information on a group of buyers. So if, and I thanks for that large network, I can easily find the person who want to buy my apartment. So I think that networking is very important and meaningful to me.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. So networking in a simple, actually word, we can say interacting with people, connecting. That
Yeah.
is, yeah, of course. So
Yeah.
interacting and connecting with people is really important for a different reason. So in any job, any field that you do and you work, of course, it's really important to actually connect and interact.
Interact.
Okay, of course, and
Interact.
of course, and
Yes.
connecting with people.
Hi, teacher.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
of course.
Hi, teacher.
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you very well.
Hi.
Hi, I can hear you
Yes.
very
I
well.
think the connection the raw for a little while
I can
and
hear
get
you
back. Yeah. Can
very
you hear
well.
me now? Can
Yes,
you? Wow, it's good.
yes,
Can you see me well?
of course.
Yeah, it's
Of course, yes.
but some second earlier I cannot hear you.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
but
do you want to check
just
your connection?
no. I think it's good now. I think it's good
Ah,
now.
it's good. Okay,
Yes.
very good.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, okay. So, yes, as you said, we were talking about networking, that it's interacting with people so we can actually gain different things through networking. Of course,
Yes.
yeah, of course. So, as you said, sometimes when you want to share something personal or social, something personal or social, of course, it's not the really because you need advice. Sometimes you don't need advice. Sometimes you need it actually because you want to check if others are going through the same thing, they have the same issue, they have the same. So if you can use this phrase, you want to check, you can say, sometimes I want to check if others
Mm.
go through, okay, the same thing. Like, they have the same, like you said, they have any matter, like, check. That's, for example, if there is any matter. So if they go through the same thing, or for example, then you need to interact, you need to talk to people. Okay, that is really important. And so it's a little difficult when you are introvert, introvert, extrovert, it's a little difficult for people. Of course, most of us, are ambivert. Most of us. Sometimes extrovert, sometimes introvert. Like, because when I ask people if they are extrovert or introvert, mostly say that actually sometimes extrovert, sometimes introvert. So we are ambivert. How about you? You tell me. If you're an extrovert person or extrovert, like outgoing,
Yes.
introvert, kind
So
of, yeah, okay.
I think that naturally I am an how can I say no, but I read some paper. I read some book. It say about the personality, the character of a person, and it divide that book divide people into four group of personality. Uh, yes, first group, the author called D, type D. It means that D is a person who always want to be the leader, and the leader, and want to that type of group, people want to uh, be the leader, and they can make decision independently, and they have a tend to lead the others. Yes, and another group, another time of personality is I. It means that group, they want to they like to talk uh, to people a lot, and they sometimes that they are emotional. They are very emotional, easy to get easy to be sad, and easy to be happy. Yes, and another, the third group is S type S. It means that support. That kind of person like to support the other, and if they are very suitable with admin work or human resource work, the work in human resource department. They are patient to listen to the other, and they care a lot of the other feeling. Very interesting. Yes,
Yeah,
and
of
the last,
course.
yeah, and the last group, he called the last group is C group. This the person, the people in with personality of group C, they focus on on figure and fact. This group is less the less of emotion. It means that they can keep their they are always keep calm, and they just focus on fact and figure. Their emotion is very stable. So the people with personality in group C, suitable to do, for example, accounting job, very exact and very
Wow.
careful. Yeah, careful and exact, and uh, accounting, and so, engineer. They are very
Yeah.
suitable to do to take care of that kind of job.
That
Yes.
is
So
so interesting. So actually,
very
it's a little.
interesting.
Let me say something. I was thinking about the different type of personality. I don't know why. I have the four personalities.
You have
I
a
have the
four.
four. Yeah, really. Yeah,
You
really. Because
yeah.
yeah, it's like I'm talking. I was when you were talking about type D, I was like, I'm this type, and then I was like, no, type I, and after no C. So I think I have all of them. So it's like a little
Really?
scary. Yeah,
But you
quiz.
see. Normally people have a two group, include two personality,
Ah,
include two group. Because, for
yeah, of
example,
course.
for D group D, that kind of person want to be the leader. So that kind of person difficult for her and for her or him to be patient, to listen to the other, because
Yeah, of
he
course.
or she always at the top or in the center of a group of people. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but so
Uh,
so
but
you think that you have a four character or four group? So
every, yeah, actually no, the first
amazing.
one, D. So of course I'm maybe the first one that is D. So I remember that since childhood. So I was, I always really wanted to be just, a leader, just, because of this, it's really difficult to me to work in teams. I'm not the one for teamwork, really no. So because,
Wow.
not that, because, I'm really flexible. I can easily, get on with people. I'm really friendly, never have any conflict, never had any conflict. But it's like, I'm not the one who can, because, I do, because I think I am over independent. Like, I don't get help. And of course, it's really tiring. So I think the first one can be about me, can be true.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I want to give you some
Surprise.
words. And how about you? I think you are, of course, because you're accountant, so you are actually the last group. So yeah, of
Yes,
course, your
that's right, teacher.
personality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
of
right.
course.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can be patient and to check for detail, every detail of every
Oh, I'm
finger of
not.
my report. Sometimes five
I'm not.
pages or 10 pages. I need to check. Yes.
I'm not. I'm not at all.
Yeah.
Really. And that is really, I was thinking. So
Yeah.
let me say something. It's really funny, but it's real. So you know that, for example, when you work in actually different organization as a teacher, if, for example, do you remember that you told me that, okay, I will pay this session because I forgot, and I told you, no, there is no charge. It's real because, and what is the reason? Because of course every month we have a cutoff period, and I need to, for example, I don't know, count the number of teaching and then upload the videos and the number of, for example, absences. I'm like, okay, teaching hours is okay because I can see the recordings, but
Yes.
about absences, no. And I
Yeah.
said that I don't want, really, I don't want to be paid because I'm not the one for counting them. And I say, okay, just consider all absences as excuse. It's okay. I don't want to be paid because I'm not the one for counting one by one. I can't. So
So
because of, yeah,
surprised.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine. So to just figures and numbers, no, I'm not. No, no. Just the
Yeah.
first type is good. I think it
Yeah.
suits. So it suits,
Very
first of
surprised
all. I
about
want to give some actually corrections. I want to put some corrections on your answer. So first of all, about type D, the personality. You said independent. I say dominant, decisive, and so all them and independent. Like, for example, some people are independent thinkers, so they're leaders,
dependent.
leaders, and they are independent. That is really good word, and you can use.
Independent thinker.
Okay. And of course, you can say they are decisive. So when they decide, okay, yeah, like dominant.
Dominant.
Yeah, of course, like dominant and decisive. So there are some words that when talking about the group D, you can use. Of course, according to your explanation, I, found these words the appropriate word that you can use. Well, especially, for example, dominant is very common. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. And what is that? Like,
Dominant.
powerful. Yeah, of course,
Yes.
that is like powerful, controlling,
Yeah.
like,
One point.
like, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
leading, yeah, of course. So like leaders, as you said. The second one, of course, they are about, actually, the second group that you said, type I. Yes, it
Yes.
was I. Yeah,
I.
of course. Actually, this group, as you said, are
Emotional
more
person.
flexible and emotional.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so you can say they are super maybe emotional.
Super emotional.
Yeah, of course. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they're quick to feel sad, or for example, I don't know, they're very in touch with, with their feelings. So you can say they are very in touch with their feeling. What is the meaning of this? Like, for example, easily become sad, easily become happy, like this. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, you can use this one. And then you said that they are patient listeners, right? No,
No.
that was
No.
no, type
Yeah.
S
Nice.
listeners,
Yeah.
type S. Yeah, of
Yes.
course.
Yeah.
Type S, patient listeners, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And they care a lot about how people
Yes.
feel, right?
Yes.
Yes, very good. So they stay calm, and in especially stressful situation, they stay calm, okay? Well, so I think this type can play a really important role, actually, like admin or HR. So that is,
Yes.
as you said, of course. Well, and the last type, that was type C, you
Yes.
said that they focus on facts, yeah,
Fact
and
and
figures.
yeah.
Yeah, of course. They're less emotional and more logical.
Logical. Yes.
Of course.
Logical.
Yeah,
And
of course. Yeah, of course. And they make decision based on data,
yes.
figures, numbers, data. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right,
This
teacher.
is, of course, so I want to change. So I say type I, emotional, type S, supportive, type
Yes.
S, supportive. Actually, I figured out S for supportive, I for like, no, emotional. So with A, but we can say, but yeah, it sounds, and C, actually, I think they analyze. So they
Analyze.
analyze, of course.
Analyze.
So we can say that they are analytical. They
Analytic.
analyze everything.
Yes.
Analytical. So of
Yes.
course they analyze everything.
Analyze.
Well, that was really interesting. Thank you. I really liked it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really liked it. That was really good.
For me, I think
Well,
yes. I
yeah,
think that article that the author of the book helped me a lot because in my team I need to allocate work for member in my team, and I need to support them to finish to complete their assignment. If they don't complete, one of them cannot complete their assignment, my assignment will be impact. So I need to support them. So the division in the categorize of people personality really helped me.
yeah.
Yes, to manage my team and to understand deeply about the character of each member in my team, so I can know how to support them better.
Of course, of course. So, yeah, if you understand how people feel, especially in actually, some careers. So it's not only about your job. Of course, you are in charge of actually interacting with different people at your, work. That is really important, but also different. So it's, when you understand how people feel and how people think, of course you can easily manage. That is really important.
Yes.
So as you said, I want to talk about your answer. So, of course, you have to assign tasks to each member. That is really important to know them, to support them, and of course, what? To get their work done. To get
The work
their
the work
work done.
done. Yes, to
Yeah,
get the
of
work
course.
done.
And of course,
Yeah.
if one doesn't, finish the part, it affects your own work And so you need to just, help them stay on track. Stay
on track.
On track, because of course what they do directly affect, what you do. So actually, that breakdown of personality, divide, you said division into different, so I say breakdown. Okay, that's breakdown.
Breakdown.
Yeah, of course, of
Breakdown of
personality. That's breakdown. So dividing them into different groups, of course, really help you understand how to work with each person better. So this breakdown means having and giving some more details about something. So yes, like, dividing them into different groups. So I do agree with you. Okay, this is the better version of your answer. Of course, yours was completely good. Well, the first word of the book is averse. What is the meaning of it? You can see strongly disliking or opposed to. So let's see if it's common. Yes, it's common, but informal or written context. Okay, because the meaning is opposed to something. Yeah, but if I want to give you the best synonym, I say oppose because we normally use them. So in writing, formal language, we normally use averse. For example, okay, this is an adjective. I'm averse to, for example, I'm averse to taking unnecessary risk. I'm opposed to.
Averse.
Oppose, of course. So oppose or averse, like, I'm opposed to, or I can say, for example, I'm against, I don't like it, strongly dislike something. So this is the first word. Okay, so what do you think? Just look, you are averse to after it. If you have a verb, definitely the verb should be ing, being judged. Or for example, so this one, well, and you tell me, what are you averse to?
Teacher, I think that
Yes.
I cannot see your screen.
Oh, you can't?
Yeah, I just
Let
see.
me share it again.
I can hear you and I can see you well, but I don't see your.
How about now? I'm sharing again. Can you see now?
Yes, now. Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Just right now, I can see your screen. I think
Very good. So sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you tell me, what are you opposed to?
Averse.
Or like, averse to?
Disliking, strongly disliking or opposed to. First. Oh.
Yeah, I opposed to, or
Dislike, opposed to, opposed. It has maybe opposed. Strong disliking.
averse to. Yeah.
I think that I in my work I often work with people, with my colleague who I think that who how can I say it means that they I mean they many of them they sometimes like they don't have their own opinion. It means that they often not totally agree with me, but they don't share their thinking, and they and I am in case I want to in I because we work together, so we I need to have their opinion, and so I know I want to check with mine, so to make to know that to check that my opinion is right or not. But some of my colleagues, they I think that they are barely, or they don't want to share their their thinking, their real thinking. So it's difficult, and I am opposed to those time of people.
Very good. Very good. So, first of all, just pay attention when using of oppose. That is really important. This one is verb.
Opposed.
So I oppose, but I'm opposed. So just when talking quickly, maybe you can't hear letter D. So that is opposed. Opposed to, like adjective, but oppose is verb. So I oppose, I'm opposed to. So about this one. At work, we don't say in work because in refers to a physical place. For example, I'm in my room now. Okay, but I'm at work. It means so at work, yes, you often deal with, colleagues who don't really share their opinions. Sometimes, for example, I can say that they don't fully agree. Of course, they don't fully agree with you,
Yes.
but they still don't say what they actually think. They don't share.
Actually,
And of course, since you're working together as a team, of course, you really need their, input, their opinion, their input. You need their input. Yeah, of course. You want to compare, their ideas with yours, with, for example, maybe to see if everything, I don't know if they agree, if okay or no, or for example, if they are, for example, on the right track or no, that is really important. But honestly, as you said, some of them barely speak up. Speak up.
Speak up.
This is a good phrasal word. What is that? Speak up means sharing your opinion. Talk about what you think. They don't speak up, okay? Just maybe they don't want to share. They're thinking, no, their thoughts. Thought. So, yeah, of course, you can say this way you can answer, okay? So speak up, thinking no, thought, and of course, the rest of it, correct. Well, so, and you're averse to, I don't know, just being listener, just listener. Yeah, that is not really good. Yeah. Well, and ties, the second one. Yeah, the friendly feeling that people have. Yeah, of course, especially in family, you know the meaning of this. We have strong ties, okay? What is that? The synonym connection.
Connection.
Yeah, of course. Links, connection, relationship, of course. Well,
ties.
that is really important, especially at work, in family. That is really important to have strong ties. So when you want to work with someone, or for example, you have friends, when you live far from your family, but you still actually have strong ties, that is really important. Well, for example, we usually meet up for a drink every Saturday. So now you tell me, comparing to the past, I think nowadays we don't. Like, I think people don't. In the past, people used to have really strong family ties. Not now. What do you think? What is the reason?
Reason. I think that I have the same thinking like yours. Nowadays, it seems that member in a family doesn't have a strong time, a strong ties as in the past, because now the routine, the activity are many every day, and people are very busy with their work and with their relationship out of family. For example, they need to extend their working hour up to late in the evening, and after working hours, they also they are currently, at my observation, people use a lot of time chatting and using their mobile. It means that social media, they engage in a lot of engage in social media a lot, and so they don't have enough time to spend for member for other from family hours. So I so that's the reason. Yes.
Of course, I definitely agree with you. And you said, just the first, you said that I have the same thinking. I want to give you a really good idea. When you agree with someone and you want to say, that is very common idiom. What
Yeah.
is that? I'm on the same page with you. On the
On
same page
wow.
with you.
Yeah.
I
Very
definitely
nice.
agree with you.
Yes.
So when you say I'm on the same page with you, it's like, I'm definitely just, I definitely agree with you. So this is really good. Okay. Well, of course you can say I feel the same way as you, but this idiom is really good. I like it. And yeah, family members, as you said, aren't as maybe closely just, closely connected
Closely connected. Yes.
as past. Yeah, they used to be connected in the past, but not now. Just, they're just busy, just with work and their social lives. That is
So
what, yes, of course, outside the family, social lives,
socialize, socialize,
outside the family, not
life.
in. Okay, so just
Uh,
they have their identity relationship, their connections. So social media, as you said, that is really important. A lot of people work late, as you said, and I do agree with you. I do know into the evening they don't have time to share with family. And after work, as you said, they spend a lot of time on their phone. That is not really good, unfortunately. And we see a lot, especially among youngsters, we see a lot. I
yeah.
don't know, just chatting or scrolling their, I don't know, social, just, scrolling their social media to say just what is going on, what's happening. So you can say these two phrases, let me write here. We have just they spend their hours chatting and
Chatting,
scrolling
school,
through, of course, yeah,
yes, schooling,
social media.
mediate.
Just up and down to see just, what's going on, what happened. And of course, and they don't spend much time with, of course, we can say that there's not much time left to actually really connect with their family and, their family members. So, of course, we have the same problem and all around the world, people, unfortunately. So,
Yes.
but maybe one day we can find a way, solution. Yeah, let's see. And the next one, that is this one, broadcast. Okay, it's better to broadcast what you need to
Past.
other people, to spread information to a lot of people. Okay, so of course we have it. So we have this word, but where to use it, that is really important. Let's see if this word is common in American English. You normally hear it in media, TV, radio. Okay, so you normally, yes, it's common, but normally social media contacts like this, yes. Normally in digital setting, we have this stream, we have it. So for example, and that is maybe is important. Sometimes we need to say, We need to just, you know, say what we really need. Okay. And what do you think about it? Maybe some of them can help you, but some of them maybe can use your problem, abuse. So what do you think?
Some of them can help you. Postcard. I got your point.
Yeah.
Yes. News. I keep listening news on television at the early morning news and 21st hour and the news at 9 p.m. because they are popular. Normally, that is the time for financial news, and for all the subjects like social information daily activity happen during the day. So I don't. Sometimes I can. I think that is necessary, but so maybe some of them can help you. As and those news help me a lot to keep updated information about about the trend of the market and I can so it helped me to be able to forecast the price of for example the price of stock, the price of property and the general information of the market, many commodities in the market also. So it helped me a lot, help me to make decision if I want that is a good time to buy or to sell the stock and apartment.
Yeah, of course. Very good. Well, let's talk about the answer. Actually, I like the way that you use this word. Why? Because I was just, you know, thinking about this. We don't use it this way. Why? As I told you, this word broadcast is really good one, but on TV news, as you said, when you watch news is really, of course, good. But in daily conversation, no. So why no? For example,
Yeah.
if I want to give you a good phrase that we use, let people know what you need. This is the easiest one. Let people know what you need.
Yeah.
This is actually the meaning of broadcast. We don't say broadcast what you need because this is not, it's too formal to be used. You know what I mean? It's too formal.
Yes.
And this one is very natural, simple, okay? But we have a very, very American version. This one is informal. It's not formal, okay? So very American casual form is put it out there. Put it out there, like speak up. Yeah. What is the meaning of put it out there? It means to say what you need. How to use it? For example, if you want support, just put it out there. Just say what you need. So this is actually about the meaning of this word, the use. So, for example, if you need support, just put it out there. This is informal and very American version. So we normally use this one when talking. Yeah, it's informal. Okay. And about your answer, actually, let's talk about your answer. Yeah, you watch financial news, especially during peak time. So,
time.
yeah, of course.
Time.
Financial news during peak time. So at night you said, okay, so you can say during peak times. Okay, like, oh, what is this? Okay, here. And yeah, it can be really because actually this way you can be informed. You can get some information. You can actually be just, get control the situation. You can stay on, okay, stay on top of thing. What is the meaning of stay on top of things? It means to be informed. You update. Yeah. So that is really good. So you update yourself and of course you keep up. The meaning is like keep up, to informed or stay informed. So why we watch news? Because we want to stay informed. So we stay on top of things. That is really good phrase that you can use. And of course, so about market updates, social issues. Yeah, different things, of course, daily events, so everything. Some necessary, actually, maybe, but some of them are no, are not. And most of them are useful, as you said. But especially about your job, you need to be updated. Actually, these news can be stated, keep you updated on market actually trends. That is really essential for you because you need them. And of course, why? Because you can predict, yeah, stock prices. You can predict stock prices. Of course. This is another version of your answer.
Yes.
Okay, well, but of course, yours, don't forget, your answers are really good and understandable. I'm just trying to give just some alternatives. If you need, you can use them, okay? But your best. Well, and the last word of this, yeah, tap into, as you can say.
To use something in a way that bring good results. Tap into.
Of course, tap into. It's very popular in business. In business, it's very popular. In marketing, business is very popular. The best synonym for it is to access. Yeah. For example, when you say the company is hoping to tap into the Chinese market. Yeah, of course. To access.
Access.
Yeah. Of course, this is the easy. Yeah. It's really good. Yeah. And we normally use it. So it's actually common phrasal verb. And this is a phrasal verb. So you can use in different tenses. For example, I don't know, this campaign tap into people's desire for real change. So that what is, yeah, of course. So this is the way that you can use it. It's like when you access, but that is really important. To access or maybe to use, to make use of skill or feeling, or for example, research, so everything. So you can use this phrasal verb in different actually contexts, but mostly business and marketing. Okay, so to manage to use. So make use of something. Yes. Yeah. Okay, of course, we have a lot. So we should skip this topic. Yeah, because we have no time. So we skip it and just, one word show up. But I need to talk about this because it has a little maybe different. Well, meaning. So we skip this part, and again, we will keep going at the next session. Do you have any question related to this parade?
So far, no, teacher. No, I think
Thank
that I
you.
can understand well. Your lesson, your explanation is very good. So
thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for being perfect, like always. Thank you for your beautiful smile, and have a great time, and see you the next time.
See you again, teacher. Have a good day, teacher. See
Thank
you
you
again.
so much. Goodbye. Of course.
Yes.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Teacher.